All right, and welcome in, everybody. Judgmental TV, our coverage of the Hanwha Eagles, our KBO coverage continues today. Our Eagles are in some trouble. We can't sugarcoat this. Had a long losing streak, 9 games. Snapped that, but then we've only won 2 of our last 4. So we're sitting right now, as you can see, over here in the corner. Right there where my mouse is. We're sitting at 54 and 56. So it is a 144 game season. So we are coming very close to the end of this thing. We got roughly a month to go in the season. We've dropped out of 4th place all the way down to 7th currently. Now the good news, if you could say it's good news, is that we haven't completely dropped out of this thing. Despite the losses, the disastrous month, last 2-3 weeks that have really dropped the team in the standings. We get to go head-to-head with Samsung today. So 3 games set. We're going to go through those games looking to get 2 out of 3. That'll get us back to a game behind the Lions. The Landers, we'll see how they do. We have them coming up. Actually, let's take a quick look at that schedule. Right here you go. So here's the 3. We're going to knock these guys out. And in the end, we'll probably edit this down to condense the video a little bit so we're not sitting through all 9 innings of all 3 of these games. We'll do some magic there. Probably put some time codes in too, so if you want to skip to different parts of the games or whatever, you can do that. But yeah, we get these 3 against them. We're 2 games behind Samsung. We got 3 against them. Get Kaiwoon and then LG, but here's SSG. That's what we're talking about. The Landers are coming up in about a week and a half, I guess you could say. Next weekend, we'll call it. Not this weekend, but the next weekend, we get SSG. And I guess that's it. We get Samsung again. That's right. I knew we played somebody twice. So we get Samsung this weekend, or this week, and then we get them the last weekend. And as you can see, September, bam. That's the end of the calendar here. So time is getting short. It's time to turn things around. We had that 9-game losing streak, as I said, at the end of July. Just a disastrous end of July. We win the first 2 this month, and then we drop the last 2. Had a day off. So now here we go. We're ready to take on the Samsung Lions. Just a quick update on injuries. Our star offensive player, Si-Hwan No, still out for another 5 days, so we got to step up in this series. That's why I'm hoping for 2 out of 3. Get us back within striking distance, get No back in the lineup, and then we can go from there, see where we're at. So here we go. Let's get ready to play some baseball. All right, so here we go. Cody Goforth on the hill for the Lions. 7-11, 137 2/3. 4.38 ERA. And again, the Lions sitting 2 games ahead of us as we have just dropped. What are we, 2-11 in the last 13 games? So it's time to pick it up. And there's a 1-0 pitch dropped into left field. That's a great way to start the ball game. Leadoff single for Ha. Now Moon, our center fielder. We're talking about what happens with this guy next year. Does he move into second base? It's a hard ground ball. Second base. Get the lead out. They won't get Moon at first. And Melendez up now. Melendez, 313, 16 homers, 69 RBIs, but you see there he's on a bit of a cold streak. That average was up around 322 at one point. But I would expect without No in the lineup, it's going to hurt him a little bit. That lack of protection behind him. And there he flies out to center field on the first pitch. So runner on first now, 2 outs. Bring Che, the left fielder. Hitting 363, 414 is the on-base percentage. Now, just under 300 at bats, so Solid season for him. He swings. It's a little dribbler in front of the plate. Catcher up, throws him out. And that's the top of the first. So in this series for Hanwha, we will have our 1, 2, and 3 starters. Now, technically, Ryu would be our number 1 starter. His injury threw that pitching rotation out of order a little bit. So we got Castaneda on the mound today. He's technically in our number 1 spot. We'll have Ryu, I believe, tomorrow. And then Vera will go in for game 3. So our top 3 pitchers lined up for this series. And here's your 0-1 from Castaneda. He's 10-4, 2.90 earned run average. Back up the middle. The Lions will lead off with a single as well. Kim can run. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Ground ball, second baseman Jung, the shortstop, goes to first. Double play. Well done. Nice turn on the double play. Now Castaneda will go to work on Kang. Kang steps in, 282, 10 homers, 53 RBIs. He's the catcher. There's a 3-1 ground ball, shortstop Ha will throw him out. All right, we got 1 in the books, no score. Sung Che now 216 for the DH. Very disappointing season for him. He lifts a fly ball into left. 3-2 pitch lifted to left and he's out. And here comes Kim, a last minute addition to the lineup. He's on a hot streak. Lefty on a righty. Just wanted to see if he could get something started for us. And there you go. Base hit with 1 out. Kim took that curveball the other way. Now Lin will come to the plate. The right fielder hitting 265. Just 68 at bats. There's a line drive in the right field. That's a base hit. So here we go. 2 hits in a row now. Ooh. Kim came around second there. Made me a little nervous. Get back. Get back, man. All right, Jung, the second baseman, will step in. Average to 235 now. And here's the 2-2 pitch to him. Swung on and missed. That's 2 outs now here in the second inning. So 2 men on. We will now have 2 outs. And it'll bring the catcher Che to the plate. Hitting just 227. Didn't expect a ton out of him offensively this year, but 227 is disappointing. There's a soft liner. Right there's the third baseman. That'll end the inning. And we will start the 4th now. Go forth. 3 innings. He has given up 5 hits. Got 2 strikeouts, no runs. And he will face Kim. Here's your 2-0. Hit it hard, but there's a second baseman that gets him easily. Thought off the bat that might have a shot of getting through. A nice play at second by Kim. Now go forth, face Lim. The right fielder, 1 for 1. There's a line drive. He's got his second hit of the evening, or the afternoon. I think the sun's up. All right, Hanwha Jang, the second baseman, 234. He's 0 for 1 today. Lim on first. There's a fly ball in the center. That's going to drop. So back-to-back singles. Lim will take third. Here's a throw. He's in there. So runners on the corners now with 1 out. Hanwha, he's got 7 hits now in these first 4 innings. Unable to break through. That'll be the catcher Che. 0 for 1 today. In the top of the lineup. Here's your first pitch. There's a line drive in the right field. That's going to drop. That'll score a run. And Che will have an RBI single. Lim scores. The other runner holds at second base. So 1-0 Eagles. Here in the top of the fourth, we got the top of the lineup, a chance to do some damage here to Cody Goldforth. Line draw, or swung on and missed on a curveball. Ha is out. That's 2 down here in the fourth. It'll bring up Moon. Big at bat here in the middle of this ball game. First pitch from Goforth. He checks his swing. The ball gets away. Runners move up to second and third. So now 2 outs. Got a 1-0 count to Moon with runner on second and third. Chance to drive in 2 for Moon. Your 1-1 pitch. Line drive back up the middle. That's going to drop for a hit. That should score 2 runs. That should make it a 3-0 ball game. Throw comes through, but it's offline. And the Eagles lead this thing 3-0, a 3-run fourth so far. Si-Hyun Kim now in the game, 2.16 the ERA, 28 1/3 innings, 27 hits. He's 1-0. Now here, this is where Che really needs to be coming through for us. A designated hitter has got all this power. He's just got 5 home runs this season. And that is one of the ingredients that we have really been missing. Here's the first pitch from Kim. They go to the right-hander. They won't let the lefty face him. He'll take that the other way, and that'll drop into right field. They're going to send the runner home. Throw comes through, but he's safe. So there's a huge hit for Che. That makes it 4-0. It's never too late to get hot. All right, here we go. We get Kim in this ball game. We're going to lift Castanado at 92 pitches. 6 shutout innings. Great job by him. Earlier in the season, I might be tempted to let him in there to see how far he could go. But at 92 pitches, he's not going to make it through 9 innings anyway for any potential shutout. And we need this ball game, so we can't be playing around with stuff like that. Of course, now watch. See how the bullpen does. But Kim comes in, the left-hander, 1-0, 1.12 ERA. Mostly used against lefties. He'll have to get Kim here, the right fielder from the right side of the plate, and then 2 lefties follow him. And he gets the job done. 1-2 through him, a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. That's 1 down. Kim will now face Rue and O, 2 lefties. Rue steps in at 283. 3-2 pitch. That misses. Guess they're going to call that outside, so that's a walk. And he'll have to face O. Let's see if we can get a ground ball. O is 0 for 2 today. That gets away. That'll take the double play out. Call that a wild pitch. And now at 2-2, here's the pitch, ground ball, second base. Would have been a great double play ball. They'll go to first. They'll get the second out. And runner advances to third. 2 outs, big at bat right here. Gets him on the corner, strike 3. So that'll end the 7th. Good job by Kim. Battle through that little bit of trouble. Che now steps in, and they hit him. Che will trot down the first. So he's a 1-out base runner. It's the 10th time he's been hit this season. I don't know whether he did to anybody. 228. Why you'd want to hit him. Anyway, Ha to the plate. The runner on first, 1 out here at the top of the 8th. Ha hits that ball hard, but scooped up at first. They won't make the throw at second, though. So Hanwha gets a break here. Maybe we can open this game up a little bit. Hyunbin Moon, the center fielder, is 1 for 3 today, 2 RBIs. He will face Kim. There's a line drive in the left, sinking and dropping in for a base hit. That'll move everybody up 1 base. Everybody got caught in between on whether that was going to hang up and be caught. Now Antonio Melendez to the plate. Another opportunity for Melendez to break out of this cold streak. There's your 3-2 to him. There's a fly ball hit the left field, going way back. That ball is in the seats and gone. Melendez hits the grand slam home run. 17th home run of the season. And that throws this thing wide open. 8-0 Hanwha on top of Samsung. And a pretty substantially important game 1 of this 3-game set. 4:19 on the distance. So 6 runs in the final 3 innings. You had 1 in the 7th, 4 in the 8th, and 1 in the 9th. Han will come back out now. He'll try to finish this game off. He'll get a fresh arm, just in case Han can't get his last 2 outs. He's up to 21 pitches. Just needs a ground ball. So runners on the corners, 1 out. There's a line drive into right field. That's going to make it a 9-2 ball game. Runners on first and second. Now Ryu to the plate, pinch hitter Sung Min Ryu, batting .174. He has no home runs. He's 12 for 69 on the season. So 1-0 pitch. There's a little pop up. First base side underneath it, and making the catch is Kim. So there's your second out. Now, Ji Chan Kim, the second baseman and leadoff hitter, is in now. 1 for 4 in the ball game. Here's Hans. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball back to the mound. Han will fire to first, and that'll end game 1. There's a 9-1 final. So Hanwha having their way here in the game 1 of this 3-game set. And that'll put the Eagles just 1 game behind the Lions for 4th or 5th, depending on what the Landers are doing this afternoon. Game 2 of 3. 1 game separates these 2 teams in the playoff, or in the playoff race, in the standings. This could be a battle for 5th or a battle for 4th, depending on how the Landers do. So here we go. Lim's going to lead things off against Huang. Huang is 3-8, 85 and a third innings. He's given up 121 hits. Lord, 7.07 earned run average. And we got Ryu going. So I don't feel confident about this game all of a sudden, because it's like everything is leaning in our favor. We got arguably the best pitcher in the KBO going against the guy with a 7.07 ERA. Fingers crossed. We should do well here today, he says. All right, we take a trip around the Samsung Stadium. I have no idea what that's called. And here we go, 3-2 pitch. Lim swings and misses. So a quick out here, and the first Moon steps in. 1-0 pitch to him. Ground ball, third baseman. Nice play. We'll throw Moon out. I probably should have just threw Moon in the number 1 spot. What was I thinking? I should have just switched that. Anyway, Melendez steps up to the plate. He hit his 17th home run yesterday. Grand slam, blew that game wide open, and there we go. There's a line drive base hit to start the game for him. So a 2-out single. After today, we should be 3 days away from getting No back, and then we get that combination back in the middle of our lineup. That was so good all year. We get Che to the plate now. Line drive, is that going to get through? And it does. So two out rally here in the first inning. Back-to-back singles. And let's see what Che can do. 2-hit day yesterday. We're going to call a balk. That'll move the runners up. We got a 3-2 count. So Huang will pitch to Che. 3-2. Misses. Ball 4, so that'll load the bases up now. So a big opportunity here in the first inning for the Eagles. Onto the plate, 246, 4 home runs. Certainly a disappointing season, although started the season horribly. So if you probably look at his second half stats, it's probably actually not too bad, but there's a routine fly ball in the center. He's retired. And that'll do it for the top of the first. Hyunjin Ryu, as we said, one of the top pitchers in the KBO. 6-5, 3.24 is the ERA, 97 and a third, giving up 92 hits, 69 strikeouts. It's definitely a contact kind of pitcher. But again, if you're familiar with Major League Baseball, you're familiar with Ryu. Probably pitched for LA and Toronto for many years. Very successful Major League pitcher, and they're on a 1-2 pitch. I don't know what just happened. I thought he hit him. Maybe it was a foul. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go with that 1-2 count again. Line drive back up the middle. There's a base hit. Ryu's second start back after his injury. Where you really got to watch Kim. He can fly. Give him a toss over, just to let him know that we know he's there. Now we'll pitch to Lee. So Kim and Lee, a good combination at the top of the lineup here. There's a little fly ball on the left, so that's your first out. Now Kang, the catcher, 278, 10 homers, 0-2 pitch. Ground ball, second base. Jung will flip to second, over to first, double play. Cho in at shortstop for Ha today. And he did a great job on that play. So we are through the first. We have no score. Speaking of Cho, shortstop, he'll step in, 212, 3 home runs, 146 at bats. So he's been coming off the bench. Most of his playing time was at second. Little fly ball to second. And that's out number 1. He was playing when Jung was hurt. And then for a while when he came back, there was a bit of a platoon going on. And here's Jung now, the left-hander. 3-0 pitch. Jung has been better at the plate in the second half. There's not too many players on the team we could say that about, though. But An and Jung were 2 players who were really bad early when the team was playing well. So Jung now on first. Let's see. We don't run much. Let's see if we can't swipe a base here. Throw down, is it? He's safe, huh? That was close. 8th stolen base of the year for Jung. Not really a great base stealing team. So when we get a chance to swipe one, I'd like to try to. Che flies out the center. That's 2 down. Now Lim at the plate, top of the lineup. Three-2 pitch misses. So we get 2 men on now, 2 outs. It's another opportunity now. Moon to the plate with a chance to get the Eagles on the board. Pitch is lined into center field. That could be trouble. It's not. Kim gets under it, makes the catch. I wasn't sure if that was going to carry over his head. It was hit hard, but the play was made. Bottom of the second now, no score. Harlan, Kim, and Kim. And Ryu Here's 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive into left towards the gap. It'll drop and bounce off the wall. Left fielder plays it back in. A weird angle watching it. Wasn't sure if he was going to track that one down or not. 33 doubles now for Harlan. Che looked like he may have been online for that, but couldn't get to it. So leadoff double. Rue needs to work his way out of this. Here's your 1-1. There's the line drive. That's going to drop into right field. Probably score a run. Here's the throw from right. And nope, they didn't send him. Harlan will hold at third. Harlan's not a real fast runner, though, so probably a good idea. Kim on first, hand line. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. Rue's pitch swung on and missed. Misses the 1-2 slider. Sinker. And that's your first out. Now Rue will face Kim, the right fielder. 294. 1 home run, 23 RBIs. Here's your pitch. Line drive. It's going to get past Cho into left field. That will score a run. So it's 1-0 Samsung here in game 2 of this 3-game set. And now Rue will face Rue. 1 out. Runners on first and second. 1-0 pitch is a pop-up. In comes the shortstop. Can't under make the catch. Second out. And now O will step in, the DH. Just 181, but 9 homers, 38 RBIs. Definitely have to be careful with him. And here's your 3-2 from Rue. Inside ball 4. That'll flip the lineup and load the bases. Pitch count starting to rise for Rue here in the early going. And face Kim, the leadoff hitter. 1 for 1. Here's your 2-1 pitch. Line drive, ground ball past first base. That's going to score a run, maybe 2. Here comes the throw. They're going to say he was safe. So a 3-run inning now here in the second. What'd I tell you? We get arguably the best pitcher in KBO going up against the guy with a 7 earned run average. Knew we were in trouble. You knew it. 3-0 walks in. Ground ball second base. Jung will make the play and throws him out. 3 runs are in, though. 3-0 Samsung. Here comes Melendez, the leadoff third. It'll be Melendez, Che, and Che. There's a line drive into left field. That's got a chance, and it's going to go into the seats. So Melendez has a response. It's solo home run. Second home run in the series. That'll make it a 3-1 game. Hanwha on the board. It's really unbelievable. All right, so through 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, just 2 strikeouts. So Rue not at his best this afternoon. Here's your 1-0 pitch. Ground ball back to the mound. He'll go to first. Quick out. And Joe Harlan will step in. He is 1 for 2. 0-2 pitch. Hit it high into the air to left field, going back and gone. 0-2 pitch. Gave him a curveball that had a little bit too much of the strike zone, apparently. So that's a 4-1 ball game. Quite a bit on the line here today. So let's see what Hanwha can do here in the 9th inning. They've got Moon, Melendez, Che, and then Che would follow. Kim comes in relief, 2-4, 1.96 is the ERA. He's got 28 saves. Moon flies that one into left. It'll hang up and be caught. So 1-0 pitch, 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Lift at the left, but that's the first out of the inning. And Melendez now will step in. 2-2. Swung on and missed. They get Melendez. Melendez is having a good series, but they got him there. And that'll bring Che to the plate up to their last out. Che's 1 for 4 today. The 2-2 to him. Ground ball second base should be the ball game, and is. And that'll do it. So Hanwha comes up short in game 2. 4-2 loss. Boy, if they had one set up for him, though, this was it. Did not come through. Hanwha had one of the top pitchers in the league facing a guy with a 7.07 ERA, and just could not get it done. Take a quick look at the box score. 2 runs on 7 hits for Hanwha. 4 runs on 9 hits for Samsung. We'll look down here, and as we said, Ryu falls to 6-6, takes the loss. 4 earned runs in 6 innings. Bullpen pitched 2 relief innings. They didn't give up anything. And, yeah, Huang moves to 4-8. He gets the win. It has to be one of the best starts he's had all year. He had 5 walks. I mean, there were opportunities there. But the bullpen comes on and does the job. He gets player of the game. Well deserved. So game 2, frustrating for sure. But you have to start this game 3 now. Keep in context that we were hoping to get 2 out of 3. We won game 1. You pick up a win here on this game, then you did all right. You gained a game. If we lose, it's a problem. But you got Vera gone. He's a solid pitcher. The number 3 guy. There's a ground ball by Ha, and that gets past the shortstop. That'll be a hit. We'll start the game off with a single. I can't imagine they call that an error. Nope, they're calling it a hit. On the hill, Tae-In Wan, 8-5, 2-3-4. So this guy's pretty good. We got a decent pitching matchup. He's 24 years old. Good-looking young starter. So a pair of good pitchers going at it. 2 good right-handers. We'll bring Moon to the plate here. The runner on first. He'll lift that ball into center field. And that'll be caught. Out number 1. Ran up, grabbed a snack between game 2 and 3 here. And something stuck in my teeth, sorry. Kind of rude. All right, there's Melendez. Rips that ball to left field. That's going back. And caught on the track. Didn't quite get it. Hit it hard. One big loud out here in the first inning. I think we'll be looking forward to getting Melendez back in the outfield. I don't know if moving him to third base. And there's out number 3 on a strikeout. I don't know if moving him to third base. Maybe it slowed his offense down a bit. Hasn't, knock on wood, showed up to hurt us yet defensively. Here's Felipe Vera on the mound. 6-6, 2.97 is the earned run average. He's going to carry us into this ball game. Line drive, that's going to get past. No, Ha up with it. Makes the long throw, and it's got him. Ha back in the lineup. Says thank you for the day off. Here you go. One-two pitch. Gets the strikeout now. 2 down. Vera gets him with a slider. That'll bring Joe Harlan to the plate. Harlan, 252, 12 home runs, 62 RBIs. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Vera's through the first. Second. A little fly ball, shallow left. On comes the left fielder, Che, and that's out number 1. That ball's hit on the nose into right field. It'll drop in for a base hit. One pitch. He drove it into right field. So Kim on first. Oh, at the plate. Kim can run. Vera's 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. There's out number 2. Vera will face Rude, the third baseman. 281, 5 home runs, 33 RBIs. There's a line drive into the gap. On the run is Moon. He can't get to it. It'll shoot past him. Catches up to it. Gets it back into the infield. But here comes a runner to the plate. He will score without a throw. So Samsung takes a 1-0 lead. And Kim will lead things off against Vera. Ground ball grabbed at third base by Melendez. Nice grab. Don't forget, Melendez plays mostly right field, left field sometimes. Does have a rating, obviously, at third base. So he's played there before, but not the preferred position for him, and that was a very nice play. There's a line drive back up the middle, a base hit. 1 out single. Kim on first. He can run. I'll give him a toss. Vera will throw the 1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball in the center. Moon, oddly enough, barely moved. That ball just drops. The second run scores. Don't know if he didn't see it. How they're going to explain that one. But Moon just does not come up with it. 2-0 Samsung. There's a ground ball. Shortstop has it, throws across. That's the second out. Runner holds at third base. Now Vera will face Kim. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, second base. Jung will throw him out. That'll end the inning, but Samsung, the Lions, add another run. It is 2-0 going to the fourth. Now here comes Moon. Yeah, that fly ball to center, he just seemed to be walking and never got lined up on it. He will lift that one to right field, though. There you go. Going back well into the seats. Moon hits just his 5th home run of the season. And that'll cut the lead in half. It'll make it a 2-1 ball game. So Moon's bat picks up that run that he was part of surrendering. Now Melendez will follow. And there's a ground ball up through the middle, base hit for Melendez. Nobody out, runners on the corners. Che at the plate. Back up the middle. That's going to drop in for a base hit. It's a 2-2 ball game. Runner's going to take third base, head first slide. He's safe. Give Che the RBI single. And as we said, it's now a 2-2 ball game. The Eagles come storming back. Homer by Moon. Single by Che. Here comes In-Hwan Kim. See if he can keep it rolling. He lifts that ball into the air in center field. The runner will tag. Will he score? Well, that's a heck of a throw to the plate, but it's offline. 3-2 Eagles. 3 runs in the 4th inning here. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. The 3-1 pitch from Vera. Misses. But here we go. Kim at the plate, 1 out. Lee is on first. Vera's 1-1 pitch. Ground ball shortstop. Ha down, gets it, comes up and makes the throw to first. Looked like it might have been a double play ball off the bat, but Ha had to extend to get it. So now 2 outs. Kim steps in. And there's a base hit up the middle into center field. Should tie the ball game. Throw comes home, and he got him at the plate. Great throw by Moon in center field. Cuts down the tying run and ends the inning. We're gone to the 7th. The game is still a 1-run ball game. And like I said, that'll be it for Vera. He's at 90, looks like 91 pitches. We will go to the trade deadline pickup. Wonjung Kim. I believe this is just his 2nd appearance. His 3rd game as an Eagle. Now he's 2 2/3 innings. He hasn't surrendered a run, 3 strikeouts. This is his 3rd appearance. 4-7 overall, 3.98's the ERA. Added at a time where this team was sitting in 4th place, looking to add some bullpen depth. Here's the 2-2.
Strike 3.
Got him looking. So he gets the left-hander Kim. 1 down here in the 8th inning. Lee steps in. Ground ball, third base side, picked up by the shortstop Ha, and he'll throw him out. Nice play by Ha. I'd have thought that was Melendez's ball, but he didn't get to it. And now Kim will face Harlan. Harlan 0 for 3. Gets him on the inside corner. That looked like a fastball. Call it a splitter, 85, but it catches the inside corner, ends the 8th inning. So we're going to go to the 9th now. Hanwha looking to expand this lead. Well, Kim worked an effective 8th. Now we'll go to the closer, Joe. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Kim, and O. So some tough bats to work through for Joe, and they're all lefties. 3-2 pitch. Walked it. Missed it. Looked a little low, maybe away. So a leadoff walk. Kim can run. Kim at the plate. Can swing the bat. 277, 3 homers, 47 RBIs. He's 2 for 3 today. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball, second base. Jung will go to second. Back to first. Double play. Well turned double play. The Eagles are 1 out away from taking 2 out of 3. Bring O to the plate. He is 0 for 3. And the 1-2 pitch from Joe. Swung on and missed. Hanwha takes game 3 of the 2. Takes 2 of 3. They take the 3rd game of the 3-game set. Trailed this one 2-0. They get 3 in the 4th, add an insurance run in the 9th. This game is what the games are supposed to look like. You have a great start by Vera. You turn it over to Kim in the 8th, and then Joe in the 9th. They work an excellent 2 innings, close the game out. That's the way it's supposed to look on paper. Take a look at the box score. 4 runs on 13 hits. So the hits were there today. 2 runs on 5 hits for Samsung. You look at the pitching, though. Vera was outstanding. He goes to 7 and 6. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, just the 2 earned runs. He struck out 8 while walking 1. Juan falls to 8 and 6. He had a good start. I mean, 11 hits is a lot of hits, but 3 earned runs. He kept his team in the ball game. He really had just that 1 bad inning, honestly. 4th inning, he gave up those 3 runs. Beyond that, he was very, very effective. Vera is your player of the game. And let's see, 6,204. Catch this one in Samsung. So, mission accomplished. That's what I'm going to say. You take 2 out of 3. All right, 5-star plays. We committed 3 5-star plays against the Lions. Defense was good in that one. Had some mistakes in the previous game, but looked good here. We'll advance the day just to make sure that the standings are current. But now we'll take a look. Where are we sitting? Samsung is still ahead of us by a game. We're hanging a half game ahead of the SSG Landers. They're at 500, though. We can get back to 500. So this is doable. The playoffs are not out of reach at all. And maybe, one game is one game. But man, if you'd lost 2 out of 3, you'd be sitting further back, and the momentum wouldn't be your way. We get Kaiwoon for 3. Played well against them this year. They're having a tough season, although they can play you tough. Nobody in this league is a pushover. It doesn't seem, at least to us. But we get Kaiwoon for 3. Hopefully we could take 2 out of 3 there and just keep doing that. Just keep winning series. Put the pressure on Samsung and the Landers and even KT, because KT's only a game and a half up on us. The Dinos and the Tigers and the Twins, they're probably not reachable because they're good teams and they're probably not going to go on extended losing streaks. But did what we had to do against Samsung head-to-head. I think we get the Landers next week. Yep, next weekend. We talked about that at the beginning of this broadcast. So Kaiwoon, LG, and then we get the Landers. So another head-to-head contest. End of the month, we get to see Samsung. But boy, oh boy, there's September, and we're done. So we got to get it done. It's time to get hot.